All right, I wanted to go over one of these problems here with you in activity 4.3 before you start working on them. So the directions are to circle all, notice that's in bold. So there's going to probably be more than one. All the equations describe each situation. If you get stuck, draw a diagram, and then you're going to be solving each situation. So the first one that we're going to do together here is about Clare and Mai. So, and we're going to read it through 3 times. Okay, why don't you pause the video and see if you can remember what the purpose is of each of our reads. Okay, so hopefully you remembered that the first read is to just kind of understand the situation. So it says Clare has 8 fewer books than Mai. If Mai has 26 books, how many books does Clare have? So I'm kind of understanding here that Clare and Mai have a different amount of books, and it sounds like Mai has more books than Clare. So the second time I read it, I'm going to be looking for what kind of math can we do? What quantities are there? So we have Clare has 8 fewer books than Mai. If Mai has 26 books, how many books does Clare have? So reading this again, I can see that Mai has 26 books and Clare has 8 fewer books. Okay, so those are my quantities. It looks like I'm going to be trying to figure out how many books Clare has. And the last time I read it, I'm thinking about a strategy. What can I do to help figure out which of these equations fits this problem? So Clare has 8 fewer books than Mai. If Mai has 26 books, how many books does Clare have? All right, I'm going to show you how you could draw a diagram for this. I'm going to do a tape diagram. And these are Mai's books. Mai has 26 books. So this whole area here represents 26. Now Clare has 8 fewer than Mai. So I'm going to divide this up into 2. So if Clare has X, I guess I don't know how many she has, then Mai has this whole thing. So she has X plus 8. I don't know if that's right. Let's see. I'm going to rethink this here. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So if Clare has 8 fewer books than Mai, that means that Mai has 8 more books than Clare. So she would have 8x plus 8. So going through to look at these, I have to think, okay, which of these equations will work? Okay. So if I take 26 and subtract the number of books that Clare has, would that be 8? I think that will work. Okay. If X is the number of books that Clare has, would I be adding Mai's books plus the 8? No, that won't work. Okay. X plus 8 equals 26. That definitely seems to work. If I take the number of books that Clare has and add 8, that will give me 26, which is how many books Mai has. Okay, so if the last one here, if Mai has 26 books, you take away the 8 books that would tell us how many books Claire has. So that one would work as well. And then we can figure out here that Claire has 18 books. The x equals 18. So for each of these problems, you need to read them really carefully. If it's helpful, draw a diagram. And then you need to decide which equations will fit the situation. And then you need to solve.